Hello everyone, I'm Joshua Dead and this is A.T.I Draws. Again, to all those who are watching the videos and commenting, I did not ignore you guys, and I do really thank you guys for the love and support that you guys given me. Even some new people went ahead and commented, tried to engage in conversation with me. I deeply appreciate that. I'm sorry that I was late on the commenting. It was because of this video right here. So, as we can see here, today's video is titled my first scrimmage belt that I went and I fought in the scrimmage. Fought for pretty much the first time outside of sparring, and it was a very, very fun experience. I thought it was a nice experience. I don't believe I won. I believe the other guy won for sure, but regardless, the match is a match. So I won't continue talking and let you guys sit here and let me talk for too long. I will show you guys the fight video and we'll just break it down. So here's the video. Alright, so to start off, I'm the one all the way over to the right, the tall guy, in all black. That's me. So there's my coach behind me. The refs over here going over the rules like they normally would. My opponent's the one in the red shin guards. So we're just going over just the rules, the light stuff, just the basic things to make you go over. So during this process in my head, I was like, okay, I'm going to do all right. We agreed to, it was a crazy 8 style. So there's ever-changing matches, ever-changing things, different rules. So starting off, I kind of wanted to tap around a little bit. That's kind of what our game plan was, me and coach. We just wanted to probe around. It ended up being a very aggressive tap around. That's how fights are. Both landing some clean shots. My guard staying a bit low though, so that's something I would need to work on. It's something you see throughout the match. That's the ref telling us that we need to tone it down a bit, as it was a scrimmage and not a full-fledged exhibition match. So we started kind of tapping it a little bit. I started trying to box him a bit more here, and but just tossing out some leg kicks to distract him. As you could see at that one moment where I leg hit him, he kind of shaked his head. That kind of threw me off, so I was like, huh? But again, not used to these Muay Thai fighters, so that was my thing. I'm kind of taking pitter-patter steps now looking at it. I think my footwork's a bit off. Telegraphing a bit. Nice catch by him. It's very evident we're both making very clean shots. I feel like I'm making very clean punch shots, punching wise. Very good headshots by the punches. He has very strong kicks. He kind of has me circling more him than I'm kind of forcing him to the outside. So I feel like he's doing pretty well. And that's the end of round 1. So now my coach is sitting there, obviously telling me to take deep breaths. What the great coach he is. So now we're just going over other game plans, focusing on switching levels, switching between intensities, probing, Lord God, probing, and just switching between intensities. The ref came over and told me to not kick around the knee. The issue is that even if I kick low, very low for me, is still kicking around the knee area. And if I try to kick up, because like I have so much of a leg, it just kind of goes up towards like the groin, and that's where I didn't really want to kick. So then you will see me do something like, oh yeah, just kept kicking. So that's where I try to switch it up a little bit. Where I try to maintain distance. Now I start returning fire with kicks the second he hit me with a kick. That's where the ref stopped it and said he doesn't want you kicking to the knee area. And then me, I'm very a guy who wants to get things right, so I will make them do a timeout so I could get the correct positions of okay, like what exactly does he want here. And then the other guy was like, okay, you could kick me to the outside too. So I was like, okay, we're good. And he recesses back in the middle, and then I start paying attention to the kicks and what I should do now. I didn't really check anything. I think that's also kind of another reason why he kind of wasn't respecting as much as what I was. I don't know. I felt like he kind of wasn't stepping back because I wasn't countering his shots more. So he wasn't like as wary as as he threw shots and as I kind of threw a shot. Nice touch hit by him. Now I hit a cross. I tried to turn it into a clinch. He did not pull towards me, so I ended up having to back off there. Now just me probing around, hitting some lows, trying to mix it up a little bit. That's the end of round 2. Now going on to round 3 is where we're going to put on the elbow pads. It's full on Muay Thai now. So now my coach is going over some more rules and some more strategies that I need to do in order to basically win this matchup. So saying they were over here going to game plans. She's telling me to go about some like highs and lows, some things I should pay attention to, like if he's kicking, go in and start punching. If he's punching, then step out and start kicking, like keep him away, like keep him guessing. Don't let him figure out what he's gonna do. Don't let him stay on his plan. Some other things like, keep the pressure, angle out when the pressure, just some other things that you get told to do when it comes to fighting and maneuvering around an opponent like that. Now we continue to talk about some plans, and as you can see, I'm not paying attention in the slightest to that ref. I'm focusing on my coach. Then we begin. Very respectful guy, I had to say. Very respectful opponent. We start off pretty strong, I had to say. Going right at it immediately right off the bat. Started trying to maintain a bit more of a distance control this time around by angling out more. You right onto that kind of telegraph stutter step. The ref stopped it for a quick moment. My elbow pad wasn't really on correctly. And we begin again. A nice elbow by him. Caught me twice. And then we start finding our distance again. Start trying to control the arms into elbows. I moved him over. Took his posture a little bit. Didn't really counter at that moment, but I'm guessing I probably threw myself off. I kind of felt like I threw myself off in that moment. This is where we got ourselves close to a clinch, and that's where we started engaging in the first clinch. accidentally hit him in the balls. Yeah, it happened. During the part where his hand was over my head, it moved my headgear over. I couldn't really see because of the hand and the headgear being turned over, and then I ended up hitting him. Explaining it to the ref was very chill. He was like, "Hey man, that's alright, you know, you don't have to explain everything to me. Just give me a nod, just be like, okay, and then we could just get back to the fight. You don't have to explain everything." And he just told me, you know, alright, keep it up, keep going, give your best effort, you'll be good. And then that's where we begin again. Now us kind of figuring out our range again. That was a nice cross landed by me and him. Yeah, that's where I did a little fake out. He did a fake out again, like me. Now I angled him off there because he was trying to hit me with the elbow, so I tried to move myself out the way. Nice uppercut by him into a cross counter by me. Now we're just figuring our way out. We're kind of trying to end this match. I initiated the clinch because he was really close. He pushed out the clinch, and that tells me to do a right hook into his head as we pushed out. And that ended the match right there. So, in all, I felt like, yeah, that was a nice matchup between me and him. It's obviously shown that we were both not bad at fighting whatsoever. I mean, obviously a long ways to go for both me and him. Again, yeah, ignore my hair looking that chopped. We don't talk about that. Let's just say getting up in the morning, having hair products, driving down in cold weather to fight, putting on headgear, and doing a whole bunch of clinch work before does not make your hair look that nice. Especially when you're readjusting your headgear during a bout. Yeah, no, that was yeah. I promise you guys, I do not look that chopped on a daily basis. But yeah, it was a fun match. Yeah, I had to give him that. I have to give him the win. I can't take the win for myself. You know, thanked him, thanked the ref. That's basically what I did there. Was a very fun match. I feel like I could have done better if I went in there with more pressure. If I went in there and I started trying to target more, mix it between head and body more, of course, I could have definitely had a nice guessing game. Another thing I didn't do was I also kind of worked on a lot of feinting in my stance. I didn't do any feinting this time around. So I didn't do feinting at all here. I didn't really have him guessing at all for what I was going to do. And that led to less respect because he felt like everything I was planning on tossing, I was going to toss out, which ended up happening. So it wasn't like we had to guess if that was a real thing or not, and that wasn't that smart of a strategy by me. Second, I wasn't really checking any of the kicks, which made him win more on points that way. I do believe he landed some really flashy shots there. Sometimes I heard the coach say something like with that uppercut, and I didn't really counter it, so that's something I'm going to work on in the future. With my overall strategy, I felt like it wasn't too bad. I feel like another reason why I wasn't really checking the kicks was solely due to the fact that I wasn't like at a comfortable distance where I was able to actually like lift up my leg and turn it all the way outwards. So it kind of had to be like a quick pop for me. And half the time I was always like readjusting my stance, and my stance was never like sturdy enough for me just to pop it like the Muay Thai way. So that was also another misbalance I had that threw me off. I feel like as a taller fighter, I probably should have at least tried to do more of the long guard game, try to use my pokes more than to kind of exchange. I felt like he was better in the exchange, well, definitely better with the entries. I definitely saw that his entries were a lot better, especially since he came in flying in. He had a lot of fake outs. He did a lot of things. I felt like that was very good. I definitely say his kicking game was very strong. Definitely felt some of those. Not honestly, I want to be completely honest. I felt the head elbows and punches. Didn't really feel much of the kicks in my body, my legs, and my torso. Did feel a couple of the liver shots he landed with those teeps, but that, again, liver shots hurt for like a minute and then they go away. It's also lighter in a sense. Yeah, they were definitely there. You definitely felt the pressure of them in the match. He definitely landed them very flush and clean, so I can't deny that. This guy was definitely a very good fighter. Not his first time doing something like this. So being able to go against a guy like that who's obviously very respectful, very kind, was a great moment. I'm thankful for the ref, my coach obviously, the other guy and the other guy's coaches. They were very great people for having a wonderful match. Besides that, I think that there's obviously a lot of things I could work on between maneuvering, pressuring, and setting up traps. Feinting was a big one that I didn't do, and I felt like my punches, even if it was like supposed to be toned down to a sense, it didn't have like enough of a push, like a force output to it. Or maybe I didn't think I was driving properly with my body. Maybe that was another issue, because if I did, even if I had it light, it would have caused him to be like, okay, yeah, I will want to not just step in at random, because he could just really pop me. And that's what I will be working on in the future. I think that's really it. That's kind of what I wanted to post. Sorry I posted this video later than I usually would. It was Saturday, of course, when this happened yesterday, so I didn't have the ability to post it on the time frame I usually would. I will post at the same time I usually would, but just today, Sunday, so you guys are able to watch the video and enjoy the video. I definitely have a lot of things I need to work on, just growth wise in the video. I felt like there is a couple things I could do to learn and grow, but I don't want to keep you guys here long, so you don't have to listen to me yapping. Thank you guys for just another wonderful video. It was a very great and excellent honor to be able to have you guys here. For all the views I got last video, I got over 500, which is insane to me. I got a couple of you guys who liked the video. Thank you guys so much for the support. I'm trying to make my videos more entertaining, more funny, just more about my hobbies and interests, where you guys are able to really grow with me as I grow as a person. So I hope you guys enjoy following along with me and my hobbies and interests, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. To the fighters out there, continue fighting. To the artists out there, continue drawing. We'll get better day by day, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.